This is terrible. This is awful, Eric. Jesus. Where'd you get this? What's wrong with you?
Recorded live from Studio 12A in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. You're listening to the Josh and Friends Podcast.
Thank you for tuning in to the Josh and Friends Podcast. I am your host. My name is Josh. And this week, Erik Tapia joins the program to discuss a number of different topics, including our recent concert experiences in Phoenix, the new Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce saga, a discussion on which is the better phone selection between Android and iPhone, and of course, as always, some interesting drink samples from the man himself. So let's get right into this and help me welcome back to the program. He is the man who can drink beer all night long and only have to use the bathroom once. He is my buddy, Mr. Erik Tapia. All right. Erik Tapia in the house.
Boom.
What's up, buddy?
Good. Hey, congrats on 100 episodes.
Thank you, man.
About damn time.
Thank you. I thought you were going to congratulate me on the Mohawk there.
Oh, I'm digging the Mohawk.
You are?
Digging the Mohawk.
Yes.
I mean, if I'd have known, I would have kept mine. But hey,
you're the one that's usually rocking the Mohawk.
yeah, my hair's growing back. I haven't decided what I'm doing.
Oh, are you gonna
I could get the reverse Mohawk, where I just shave the middle.
Remember when you were supposed to
Hawk?
have the mullet? Remember that episode?
Yeah, that didn't quite pan out.
Yeah, no.
I just, when the hair starts getting on the back of my head and
Yeah.
on the sides, it just it's irritating.
Okay, all right.
What would Elton do?
Yeah, you gotta. I gotta love the attire here. This is pretty epic.
It's hot as hell, but I'm representing.
We turned down the AC for you, so hopefully
This is how we celebrate 100 episodes. Well, 101.
There you go.
I'm honored to be the one behind the one in 101.
Yeah, it's kind of like it just flipped over. Now we're starting at 1 again.
Yeah.
So there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Shout out to Rich Falls, #1.
Rich Falls. Yes. Oh, and Rich is like, okay, so I'm not #1 or 101. What the hell? Yeah. I could see him doing that, by the way.
Oh, well, of course.
I could see him doing that.
Of course. You'll never live that down.
So let's start off with what kind of drinks? What do you have over here? So
I started tonight with Hoegaarden. Yes,
Hoegaarden.
Hoegaarden.
Now, is that like you're hoeing the garden, or is that like a garden of hose?
I'm in a garden of hose.
Leave it to Eric. Leave it to Eric.
I might be one of the hoes. I don't know.
Oh,
It just depends. It depends.
yeah.
You never know what the night brings. But I feel like I'm always drinking on your show.
The candy store is down the road.
Yeah, it
The
is.
candy store is down the road. Yeah.
It is. I should go. Makes me want to go to Valley Luna and get a El Presidente.
Yeah. With Brian Crooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for you, Brian Crooks. This is for you, buddy.
The El Presidente.
So what is in the what's in the bag, or is that for later? What is that?
No, we can actually do that now. So
Okay, well, yeah, let's see what that is. I'm curious. He has a bag of, like, a mystery bag over here with something in it.
So,
It looks like a bottle.
You do know what season it is, right?
It's pumpkin season,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah, buddy.
What, do you have like a
Yeah,
pumpkin
buddy.
ale or something in here?
So
Uh-oh. This is scary.
this is every girl who goes to Starbucks' wet dream. Right here. Iced pumpkin spice latte.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It looks sweet.
it probably will be.
Oh, God.
So I'll go and do this while we
Okay.
continue on.
Okay.
I guess I probably should have pre-done this, but hey,
So you're
we're live, folks. We're live.
Yeah, so you don't have ice, so I'm just going to have like a little sip of this, I'm guessing, because I don't want to...
Oh, well, it's already cold, so
Oh, it is?
you don't need ice.
Okay. All right. Well, don't pour too much.
Where we're going, we don't need ice.
Yeah. So you got the little glasses out.
Yep, came prepared.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Not even gonna smell it. Just gonna pour. Do the pour for the camera.
Okay. Okay. That must be yours. That must be yours because that's a lot. That's quite a bit.
I mean, you don't have to drink it all, but
okay. Oh, it sounded like it was a lot more than it is.
yeah. I mean, I didn't even get to the bottom.
It's like do. All right. All right. So here's to
pumpkin spice latte.
Pumpkin
bitch.
spice latte, and let's see what it is. Tastes like wow. That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
What percentage is that? Do you know?
Starbucks don't sell this.
No.
This is 14%.
Okay, so it's a liqueur.
Yeah.
Kind of. I can see this mixing with something pretty good.
Marginally decent.
Yeah. Very sweet. Jen would like this.
Oh, of course.
Jen would love it. Okay. So, oh, thank you. Here, I guess should I down it like you? Should I be a man and down it like you? All right.
Be a man and down pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah. Good point.
Here's to nothing.
It's pretty good. It's kind of like eggnog kind of deal. So, Erik, how's work going, buddy?
Work. It's going.
Yeah.
It's going,
How long have you been there now?
A lot of overtime.
8 years?
This coming year will mark 9 years.
9?
9.
Dang.
Longest job ever been to.
Wow. That would be my longest job, I'm pretty sure. 9 years.
Yep.
That's pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah, worked my way through various areas and departments and kind of like an unofficial manager.
I brought you on.
You did. You also brought on Zeke too, and you used to apologize for it.
That's true. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I did this.
You would stand up.
I brought him in here.
You'd stand up and make an announcement apologizing to everybody for Zeke's actions.
Well, he would say the most inappropriate shit. It's crazy. And I'm like, well, people most of the time laughed, but you never know in a job situation like that where someone's
all it takes is one wrong person to hear.
Yeah. I mean, he's so likable, but listen, I didn't want to get, pulled down.
Bosa Donuts.
I didn't want to get pulled down with the ship. So, but, you ever get those, does your work ever send you those gifts, for the holidays or something like that? They'll send some swag or some sort of gift or anything like that.
Not in a long time. No, the last thing I got was a gingerbread house.
A gingerbread house. Okay.
Yeah, it was for one of the Zoom meetings where they had everybody build gingerbread houses during the Zoom meeting.
Okay. Well, my work, they send stuff out to us once in a while, right?
Yeah.
And I am convinced that my work thinks I'm a chick.
Why?
Okay. So normally when a job...
Well, we did just down pumpkin spice latte.
That's true. They're like, this guy...
Pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, pumpkin spice latte. Okay. What do we have over here? No, but they normally a job when they give stuff out.
Yeah.
It's like, a cup or some sort of mug or I don't know.
Oh yeah, I got
t-shirts.
I got plenty of cups and mugs.
Yeah. Just regular, bags or, other kinds of junk, right? It's usually junk. I still use the mugs. I wear a shirt once in a while, but that's about it. But they've sent me in the past, kids' toys. I'm like a single dude.
Okay.
I don't have kids running around. And then they sent a smoothie blender to me, and I was like,
all right,
do they want me to
can get down with
making
that
smoothies? I guess. All right. And it was not like a top of the line, state of the art. It's just kind of some little junky.
Why would it be?
Yeah.
Come on, you're not going to get a ninja blender out of it.
Yeah. And they'll send girl swag and stuff like that, pink little things, and I was like, all right, this is kind of weird. But they sent me. I don't know if you saw this downstairs. There is a big pink glittery bag that they sent, and I was like, what is this? And I open it up, and it is an aroma therapy essential oils device with different flavors and stuff like that. And I'm like, what is this? What is this, Erik?
Guys need their me time too.
I guess, but
sounds amazing.
Look, all the stuff's just going right over to Jen. Jen loves all this. She's like, I love this.
Well, of course.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Sounds like a Jen good time.
I just think that, look, if they want to be nice, give me a gift card. I don't care what the gift card is. Give me a gift card. Whoa. Hey, they used to give out gift cards. Look, if you're going to give out stuff.
You know what happens at work when you start making sense?
What's that?
You get promoted to customer.
Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, no, but on Wednesdays we wear pink.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can't tell if you're joking or serious right now.
At this point, I don't know either.
What? Okay. Yeah. So the Mohawk. I'm rocking the Mohawk. I'm liking the Mohawk. Jen and my mom, not big fans of the Mohawk, but a lot of the guys seem to like the Mohawk. Yeah. That's usually how it goes, right? Like guys like the Mohawk, girls
because I mean, as a guy, like you see somebody that just does some random shit to their hair, it's like, oh, they're cool.
Yeah, right.
And it inspires you to just want to do some random shit with your hair, and you're like, maybe I should try this or try that.
Yeah, I always like see Lee, and Lee's like always just randomly rocking a Mohawk, or you randomly rocking a Mohawk.
No, I could do the Hawk from Legion of Doom Road Warriors. He had the reverse Mohawk where he had the middle shaved and then the two strips.
Oh yeah, side. You could do the Byron Bosworth, like the steps, like on the side.
I can do that. Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah. And then
some of it's a lot of effort. Yeah.
So we covered the gift bag situation.
Yep.
And you really wear pink on Thursdays, or is this some kind of joke?
It's Wednesdays.
Oh no, it's Wednesdays. Yeah. Okay. Wednesday pink day?
Wow, you've never seen Mean Girls?
So we'll see you tomorrow. On Wednesdays we wear pink.
No.
Oh, you should.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Totally fetch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Totally fetch?
Yeah.
Is that like slang from the movie? All right. Okay.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
If you'll watch it, you'll understand.
I bet there's people listening going, what? He hasn't seen Mean Girls?
Yeah.
You know, how old was that in 2004?
Kind of a loser are you?
Yeah. Isn't that the movie with what's her name, the redheaded chick? The
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, Lindsay Lohan. Yeah. Peak Lindsay Lohan, right? Isn't like the one where she switches with what's her name and then Mean Girls.
Freaky Friday.
Right, but like those that's kind of like the same era, right?
She becomes a plastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she becomes a popular girl in school.
Anything else you want to tell me, Eric? You show up with pumpkin spice latte and an Elton John sweatshirt and
hey.
And we're not talking like cool 70s Elton John. We're talking like this year, and there's like naked dudes on there.
Yeah.
What? All right. Okay.
Well, this guy kind of looks like Andy.
Oh, this is amazing.
Hey,
okay.
Up for whatever.
All right, Eric. So what do you think about the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce situation? You liking that it's taken over the NFL here?
Kelce's putting Taylor on the map.
No, that's not what all the Swifties say. That's not what all the Swifties say.
On NBC's Sunday Night Football. Oh, and she's here. Taylor is in the house.
The Taylor effect is real. Travis Kelce gained almost 900,000 new followers on Instagram this past week. And according to Fanatics, there's been a 400% spike in Kelce jersey sales. Before last Sunday's game, Kelce ranked 19th in sales this season. Now he's in the top 5. And then there's this.
Man, he's giving her all the press, her name wouldn't even be in the NFL if it wasn't for Kelce.
So how long do you think this is going to last? Because she's had a couple of longer, I don't really know that much about Taylor Swift, but I know that she writes a lot of songs about her exes. So
I think when it's time to come out with a new album, then that's
God.
When it's
she's on a world tour right now, right? Or whatever, a big giant tour.
So she doesn't have time for a breakup to write a whole new album. When she has some downtime, when she maybe hits one of those writer's block.
I think this one might last a little while. I think
and then,
So you're not seeing a marriage in the future with this one?
No, I don't think so.
This is kind of just like a fling?
Yeah. No, it's going to be, they're going to break up, but she's still going to be cool with the mom because,
Oh, they're hitting it off, huh?
Mom loves Taylor, and
Yeah.
she'll probably be cool with the brother, and they'll stay friends. And
Oh, but not the
No.
not Travis, huh?
nope.
Well, I keep seeing these. Have you heard about those clips of Travis Kelce on Andy Cohen?
No, I have not.
All right, let's play the clip of Travis Kelce when he was on Andy Cohen in, I think it was like 2016. So let's go to that.
Is it a deal breaker if a girl doesn't like to give oral sex?
Sounds like a deal breaker to me.
I think it would be. I agree.
Oh, Ramona agrees. Oh, God.
So oral is basically a deal breaker.
I mean, that's pretty much like a standard deal breaker for
Hey,
a
look.
lot of guys.
Hey, it's honesty. Honesty goes a long way. And you know what? What's funny about that is that clip started surfacing, and right about the time that she showed up to his game, there were some photographs of her knees,
Oh,
and they're all bruised up and like all like rashed up, and people are like, "Oh, okay, well."
She's putting in the work. She's putting in the work. Like, hey, if it's if it's tit for tat, like obviously, then okay,
Yeah.
that's understandable. But if she wanted him to go down on her, but then she wouldn't do it, then no, that wouldn't work out.
Right.
I mean, tit for tat, dick for clit, Equal
Oh
opportunity.
God. Okay. Well, okay. Now, so do you think? It could only be good. The NFL's got to love this, right? Like her showing up to these games because it's bringing on the whole new audience of all the Swifties that have no clue about Travis Kelce and the NFL and the game itself. They don't even know, like, a lot of these kids, they've never even watched football at all.
It's all part of the script.
And they're
Just think about it. The NFL just lost Brady, a big media star. Rodgers is down, big media star. So they got to bring Taylor in and increase their outreach.
it's an interesting angle you have going on
It's
here.
all part of the script.
Yeah. So what's his name? Patrick Mahomes. He's not big enough. They need something else. So they got the world's biggest.
Yeah, I don't know
Superstar.
if Mahomes is going to get over that. I mean, he's a great player. He's a big name, but
I don't think he has
to me, I don't think he has that
that it factor. Like, remember, like,
just that notoriety.
no, you think he would at this point. I mean, he's had, how many Super Bowls does he have? Like 2 or 3 Super Bowls? But, like, he's not Manning's like genuinely, like, he's a funny guy. He's very personable. Like, what's his name is like,
Hey, my name is Patrick Mahomes. I talk like this for some reason.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of weird, but he's definitely like a superstar. That's for sure. Well, to the NFL, people that follow the NFL, not to the Swifties.
well, yeah. I mean, I just don't see him like he hasn't. Maybe because it's early in his career,
Yeah.
but maybe he'll become a bigger star, and so to speak.
What is he, like 5-6 years into his career? What is he now? He's like, he's definitely he's a couple of years in. It's not like it's like his second year or anything.
That's true. but then just goes to right now. Who's a bigger name, Mahomes or Kelce?
Right now, as we're speaking right now, I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
So ridiculous.
Which is sad. It's sad, but that's how it is.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to some other music news, Eric. You have been going to Vegas a lot lately.
Oh, I wouldn't say a lot. But
Well, compared to the last few years, yeah, you've been going to Vegas.
Well, like Andy says, the seal was broke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Once the seal got broke, and then it was all she wrote.
Yeah. So, are you planning on going to the Sphere?
Yeah, I want to check it out.
Are there going to be any planned events that you'd be interested in going to that are going to be at the Sphere?
None that I've looked up, but me being me, like I don't think I would need a planned event. Like if I just happen to be in Vegas and I find out something's going on at the Sphere, then yeah, I'll go check it out.
Man, the videos from the U2 concert that opened up
yeah.
that thing, insane.
Yeah.
You saw those, right?
Yeah, no, of course.
It was so crazy. And I guess there's like 1.2 million LED bulbs that all work in sync with like it's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen videos of like the outside of it. Like you can, if you get walk up right to it, it's just a series of
Yeah, they're like hockey
fucking
pucks.
bulbs. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so wild.
Yeah.
Whoever thought about that? Like who thinks of these inventions like this? It's crazy.
Amazing. But I think it's only going to work out like with you two. They can have a lot of artistry and a lot of visuals. If you're not a group or performer that utilizes visuals or knows how to use them, then your shows are probably going to suck.
U2's always been about the giant shows like that, you know, pre 2014 when they released that forced that album onto everybody and everybody got pissed and hated them.
Yeah.
Before that, people loved U2. But yeah, that really kind of tanked their popularity, so they're probably jumping at the chance to open up this giant thing here.
It's time for the comeback.
Yeah. Now, speaking of concerts, Erik, we've seen a lot of concerts in the last couple of weeks here.
Yeah.
So now the first concert that we went to was Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
And who opened up was Ministry and Filter.
Ministry and
Filter, right.
Filter.
I thought that Ministry kind of was like a little out of place with that whole thing, because like they were like extra hard. The other bands they're hard, but they're like different. They're like theatrical and kind of a lot.
I love their visuals. Like they could possibly be a good sphere performance.
Yeah, but I don't know if they'd be filling up that place. Well, maybe if
they wouldn't be filling it up.
Yeah. And Ministry's been around for quite a while. It's not like Ministry's brand new. They've been
never heard of them.
Yeah.
Up until that moment, I had never heard of them.
Yeah, so they're all right, I guess. I'm not a huge Ministry guy, but
that was a little too hard for you.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not too hard. It's just that. Remember that guy was so hammered too. He was fucking drunk.
Oh yeah, he was slurring.
He's like
kept taking breaks, and nobody could understand what the hell he was saying.
He was so hammered.
But I mean, what else?
I haven't seen that in a long time, where like the lead singer is just freaking that hammered. Actually, I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a lead singer that hammered.
I mean, you figure it's the last stop of the tour. Why not?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Well, I've seen Zach Wilde of Ozzy Osbourne's band. I saw him so drunk that he was like, he fell all the way back, like when he was playing guitar, but he kept playing the guitar when he was like on the ground. I was like, that's pretty amazing. That's skillful.
That's memory.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there. And then I saw the guy from The Offspring, Noodles. He was hammered too, but he didn't perform as well as Zach Wilde, hammered, but still probably the best show I've ever
if you
been
can
to.
do it, more power to you.
Yeah. But I always love the visuals of Alice Cooper and especially Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie always puts on a great spectacle of show. That was nuts. Jen got a little, she was like scared from some of the visuals, and they're showing, what's it called?
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently she's not a fan of that movie.
She doesn't like Captain, what's his name?
Spaulding.
Captain Spaulding.
I don't think Rich Falls would like him either.
He's like, I don't like clowns.
I hate clowns.
So it's so funny seeing what's his name from The Office in that movie.
Guy with the glasses.
Yeah, because like didn't that come out like kind of like the same time, but The Office may have not have aired yet. Like maybe that came out in like 2003 or 2004 or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, the next show that we went to was the Foo Fighters.
Yep, same venue.
Same venue. This time I was like, I want to get a seat.
Yeah. Well, again, like with shows at that venue, certain shows they'll restrict things. So they didn't have chairs.
Yeah.
They couldn't take a blanket because they're afraid people are gonna, start fires, potentially do harmful things with the chairs. I don't think they're.
You said that they had like fires before at that venue where people like light stuff on fire.
Oh yeah, no, I've been to some shows and they were lighting trash cans on fire or lighting lighting blankets or sheets, whatever they had on fire, and that's kind of why they started restricting it at certain shows.
I'll tell you, the people watching at that show was fantastic.
Oh, well, yeah.
It was great. Everybody was just, all, I don't even know what you call it. What do you call it? Like alternative?
Zombified.
Yeah, right. It was awesome.
Zombified.
It was great.
Although, I think you were surprised that Cooper had opened up for Zombie. You seemed a little surprised.
Well,
not necessarily open, but he came on before Zombie.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it makes sense. Because like, look, to me, I know, I probably know more zombie songs, and I probably like more zombie songs than I do Alice. I love Alice, but Alice, has like, 8 to 10 songs that, I would know pretty well.
Yeah.
Zombie, I know a lot more. And of course, we looked up the set list.
You were looking up the set list.
And I was like, damn it. Cause like we had to work like tomorrow and the next day. And I was like, okay. And of course the last 5 songs are the biggest fucking hits. And I was like, really? Come on, man. Come on, man.
I mean, back in my day, we didn't have a way to look up set lists.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
It's true. Technology.
Yeah.
I did laugh.
In your technology.
I did laugh at you when you got pulled into the security at the show.
Like usual.
Yeah, and I laughed and I whipped out my camera and the security guy, he's like, "What are you doing?" And I go, "I'm taking a picture of him because he always gets pulled over to the side." And he goes, "Oh man, you're an asshole." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Because
I'm literally I'm right behind Jen. Jen goes through, of course, no questions asked.
Me, I go through,
yeah. And
like, whoa, sir, you need to get in that line.
Step aside.
But then you had a good laugh the next concert, didn't you?
I sure did.
You had a good laugh at the next concert.
Because at Foo Fighters.
Yeah, what? I'm like, what is this?
Same exact venue, same exact line.
Screeners, everything. Like, and they're like, whoa. You need to go over. I'm like, what? Wait, and I look at you and you're like, you just started laughing your ass off. And I was like, what is this?
I was ready to go right behind you. And he's like, no, you're good.
You were good, my friend. You're like, what?
I'm like, maybe what is going on here?
Maybe because it was like an extra like white show where like, they're extra like aware. They're like, whoa, we don't want to pull over the Latin guy over here. That would look bad. That would look bad.
The lowly Mexican walking in.
They're like, we need to let a percentage of these guys. I mean, look, there's not that many. I mean, we're at a Foo Fighters concert here, and the Breeders opened up. By the way, the Breeders opened up, for Foo Fighters. Okay, I like the song Cannonball.
Didn't know them either.
I liked Cannonball. One hit wonder from the mid 90s or early 90s, 93 or something like that. It came out. I know that song. Eric, they played 14 songs. 14. That's crazy.
They were going on for a while. And they
like, here's another one. It's like, and they're jamming. I was like, what is this? Like, what?
No, you're like, why would you guys play the song people know early? And
yeah, they played it like 4 songs before the last song. And I was like, what?
Yeah, they might have went through a whole album. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Up to that point.
Maybe that's what they were doing. Were they playing, because like the anniversary of that album? Because I think it came out in 2000 or 93 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of weird. Like, I don't know. I like the Breeders for the song that I know. For the
one song.
I mean, no offense to all the Breeder fans out there, Anyway, so
not that I know any other than the one hit wonder you like.
Yeah, no. So Foo Fighters played a lot of songs. They have so many songs at this point where I could name 5, 8 songs that I wanted to hear that they didn't even play, but now they have such a catalog because they've been up for so long.
Yeah, and at a point it just got to where he's just having fun.
Yeah.
They know,
Dave Grohl's always having a good time.
They know they don't need to play a whole fucking song or album. They can just get up there, play whatever the hell they want, and the crowd will be into it.
And you know what's funny is did he talk a lot about Taylor? I don't remember him talking a lot about Taylor.
Only when he was introducing
the drummer, the new drummer. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only time.
Kind of weird,
he brought it up.
Because Taylor was such a big part of those live shows that I don't know. Maybe he's like talked about it enough. Probably has. So
he probably talked about it at the very beginning of the tour because I'm sure that was going to come up a lot. And
yeah, yeah, it's just kind of weird because like that Taylor was so fun at those shows. Maybe because he was on 15 different drugs. I don't know. Is that too soon?
Ouch.
Is that too soon? I mean, I didn't kill him. It's just like he kind of did that to himself. But no, hey, how dare you? So yeah, so we saw the Foo Fighters. No, but they didn't charge me for that chair, but they got me back with the drinks because I spent like $85 on just buying a couple of drinks for you, some for me, and one for Jen. And I was like, oh, that adds up. It's not like I was even drinking all day. It was like, I just had a few beers, and like it doesn't take much these days for.
No, well, yeah.
It's not like you're at a bar. You're like, hey, I'll get this round. I'm like, oh God, I'll get this round.
At the zombie concert, I got the free beer, so that was nice.
Oh yeah.
And then, and then at Foo Fighters, I had to buy a drink while I was in line getting your drink because those lines. I don't know what was going on, but those lines were taking forever, and the guy just kept walking by. It was the second guy I saw walk by had the big bucket with the beer.
Was it any cheaper or was it the same?
Same price.
It's the same price. It's just warmer.
It was mildly.
It was lukewarm.
Mildly. Cold,
There's no way that's but you know what? Even the beers that you get from the actual back, they're not cold either because like they can't keep them cold. Like
they sell you on the no wait time. That's
I
how
guess.
they get you.
Yeah.
So I had a beer while I was in line and getting another beer.
So ridiculous. And I was like, yeah, clank you. And I'm like, where's your beer? And you're like, I already drank it. I'm like, you already drank the entire beer?
Yeah.
You drank the entire, those aren't small beers. Those are giant, like, what are those cans? Those are like, 50 ounce cans.
Tall boys, but when you're standing in line and, you just, next thing you know, it's gone.
I'm shocked. Did you even go to the bathroom at that concert?
Once, yeah. Towards the end.
How do you drink 4 gallons of beer
4 gallons
and go to the bathroom and you're like, and you probably go to the bathroom and like squirt out a little, a couple squirts and you're like, oh, well, I think I'm good. I just don't go to the bathroom. Do you ever go to the bathroom?
Well, yeah. I mean, eventually we all gotta go.
I guess.
But
normal people, yes. I drink a half a beer and I'm going to the bathroom like a couple times.
I mean, you can.
I think that I have some.
You can drink no beer, but then still kind of have to go to the bathroom. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's liquid.
So we saw Chromeo the following night, which
with
is pretty wild.
Coco and Breezy.
Coco and Breezy. They had like an opening, like. Who was it? Like just a DJ?
Yeah, DJ house
duo.
Music set.
And they were like twins.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were twins. Jen's the one that pointed it out to me. I was like,
she's like, are they sisters or
something?
something?
Then she looked it up. I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I don't know. They're fine, I guess, for DJs. I don't know. I'm not that into DJs.
She was like, well, why do they both need to be up there?
Right. They're just like, yeah, and they're like dancing and stuff. And I was like, all right, I guess, like, I don't know, whatever.
I mean, I guess technically, one person could control the whole DJ booth.
Well, I just remember Jen leaning over and she was like, so what time are we leaving? She was like, just maybe she thought the show was going to be like that. And I'm like, I'm not saying I'm leaving at a certain time for this show.
No, because we saw the DJ set with Chromeo before.
Yeah.
And they started on late and.
Yeah, no, that was different. No, but so Chromeo, we got like front row seats.
Yeah, we got there because that
was awesome.
Wasn't that many people to begin with, and then they started all piling in.
And that was killer too, because like, I always think to myself, man, like Chromeo in my world, like in my small world of music, I always feel that they should be bigger than they are. Because they're so fun and like they're like that kind of campy kind of like it's like tongue in cheek kind of.
I think there'd be a lot more people out there,
and it's like great. They have good beats. They have like the guitar's fun. Like they have that the what's his name that does all the
zap
the voice box stuff. Yeah, and what's his name looks like Buddy Holly. He's all like playing guitar and stuff like that. And,
well, then there was that. Remember while we were waiting in line that girl who said she had been to every tour for like the past 20 years.
Every she's like, I've seen them for the last 20 years. I'm like, 20 years? I'm like, this band's been around for, and I'm like, oh my God, their first album did come out in 2004. And I'm like, 2004 is 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's when it hit you. It hit you. You're like, no, they haven't been around that long.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, wait a minute. Yeah, that Needy Girl song or something like that. I was like, what? Yeah. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to argue with someone that's been singing that for 20 years. So now I'm curious. I was like, oh, and like you were laughing your ass off because that chick was pretty strange. She was very strange.
I told you should have got her number.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
You guys could have talked about Chromeo all night long.
She's like, I've been seeing them for 20 years. And she was like, what did you say? I was like, I was how old when I first started seeing them? And now I'm like, what'd you say? Now I'm like 42 or no, 36 or so. I can't remember. I was like, wow, she looks a good 10 years older than she is. Like, oh, wow. She's like, I used to work at this venue. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. And then she randomly popped up at one point during the concert while we were standing there. And
oh God.
I was like, oh, she just came out of nowhere.
Oh God. Yeah. You and Jen are like, when'd you get her number?
Yeah.
I'm like, how dare you? How dare you? Yeah. That's my type.
You guys had a lot of Chromeo in common.
Yeah. Chromeo. Yeah, but she does the paid meet and greets, and so she's like, yeah, I did a paid meet and greet. And I'm like,
that conversation could have lasted all night long.
I'd rather see a band than meet or talk to some. Like, a
fan of a band.
I've just never wanted to I don't know. That's just me, man. Like,
unless it was Paul,
but Paul has been interviewed so many times. Like, I got to see Paul, hey, from me to the wall right here. That's good enough for me.
Paul Wall.
I mean, like, what? So I get to meet Paul, and then I go, then what do you do?
Remember when you were with the Beatles? Sure. That was awesome.
What do you ask him? Do you ask him the same question that everybody on the planet has already asked him? Or what do you do?
You tell him, please be on my podcast.
I don't have that kind of podcast. I don't, I don't suck off guests, to get on the pod.
Episodes too, so yeah. I would never compare you to other podcasters who have well over 300 shows. I would never do that.
No. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. So now, out of all the bands that you saw in the last couple weeks or whatever, which band, who was your favorite?
Well, as of now, Foo Fighters were number one.
Okay.
Zombie, I've seen a few times already. His have always been good.
Me too.
I liked Cooper. Chromeo, I just feel like it was a different vibe with Chromeo. Like, it was constant upbeat, constant just
yeah, they're that kind of music.
Yeah. So, and it is like when you get to, especially at a venue like that, when you get there early and you get to get up front.
I thought that, what's funny is at a normal concert, you have like people that are a lot more rude at a concert. And everyone was like very like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, and people were like, oh yeah, no, these are our spots. And they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, that's very weird. You don't usually see that at a concert where people are like overly respectful. And I was that's really strange.
I've been to many where they just bum rush. Oh yeah, my friend's right over there. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm getting to my friend.
Yeah.
And it's bullshit. They don't have a friend over there. They're just trying to get in front.
Of course not. And we had like extra room. We were like, oh, this is great.
And nobody was getting like close to me. But that's usually like when I go out to concerts. If I'm with somebody, I always try to create like that force field.
Yeah.
So like nobody will come through or
yeah.
So I think it's hard to rank that one above the Foo Fighters just because it's a different vibe overall.
Foo Fighters, I hadn't seen Foo Fighters in 23 years.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool to see how the show changed. I mean, obviously they play a lot more like different types of songs. From the first time I saw them, they played the first 3 albums. So they have several more at this point in time.
Yeah, but I can't say for certainty that any of those are the best I've seen over the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because I will be shortly seeing Corey Feldman.
Oh my God. Did you buy tickets?
I bought a ticket.
No.
Corey Feldman.
No. I heard that this tour, well, okay. I've had friends that have seen Corey Feldman in the past, and they're like, I mean, you know what you're getting, going in. But I heard this tour, especially, I heard this tour is like a disaster. Like he either divorced, he got a divorce or is getting a divorce. So he doesn't have this like girl like running half the show. So she would sing some of the songs, she would work the board and stuff like that. And now it's like a total freaking disaster. Like he's yelling at people, like stage people and like people like in his band, and like, oh my God, how is this even continuing? Oh, this is so bad.
It's gonna be amazing.
Oh, this is so bad. I can't. Oh, when is it? Is it on like a Tuesday or Wednesday or something?
It's
like
on
that?
a Wednesday.
Damn it! I almost want to go.
You should. It's
oh my God.
It's gonna be a once in a lifetime experience.
You have to take video of this shit. I mean, people. I've been seeing videos of this surfacing from this tour from the last, I don't know, couple months, and they are disastrous.
And then
disastrous.
It's gonna be the one night everybody's gonna miss out. They're gonna be like, I knew I should have went. They're like, that was literally, I could come back and be like, that was literally the best concert of my entire life. I don't know.
Well,
we'll see.
I hope this is the best show you've seen in the last 3 weeks. I hope so. And I fully expect a review, or at least send me video so I can play some clips on it, because I am excited.
I'll show up early and get front row. And
oh my God, dude,
I'm gonna try. I don't know how many people.
Oh my God,
are gonna be there.
And if you could like film him the entire time and make him like angry and like yell at you, oh God, this is gonna be great. I hope you do this. I hope
he might even bring me on stage. Who knows? We'll see. I could rush the stage and hug him.
Oh God. So, Erik, the last topic I want to cover is one that we've spoken about before, and that is
pegging. Oh,
not pegging. That was the draft.
Oh, that was. And
Ethan. That was you and Ethan. That was not
Ethan.
Well, you guys were talking about it.
Ethan and Drea. Yeah,
Andrea.
I don't know how that was gonna work out, but yeah. I told him it's not on the list.
Oh God. So, so quickly, I want to review the benefits that I've read about iPhone versus Droid.
Okay.
Because for years I've been thinking about, I'm like, oh man, like I know that the cameras are better. Look, I'm going to go through some of these.
You're fully immersed in the.
I am.
The Apple ecosystem.
I know, but
hey, it wasn't until.
Well, okay, I'm going to read off some of these. And then you can tell me what you think is the superior option and whether you agree with each of the kind of little topics I bring up here.
All right.
And now you have both. I just want to point that out. You carry around an Android and an iPhone wherever you go.
Yeah. So this all started from.
No, wait. Should I cover these first, or should I? Or does it matter?
No, because I won't go into any details. But basically, I've always been Android. Never cared to be in the Apple ecosystem.
Now, is it because you don't like the cult of iPhone?
The cult.
I mean, listen, a lot of people call it the cult of iPhone, right?
No, I just always preferred Androids, and then my sister had an iPhone, and then she started complaining, having issues with it.
Okay.
So then I'm like, there was no way to test it unless I used it myself. So then I carried it around for a couple of weeks. I was like, it's not.
Oh shit!
It wasn't that bad.
Oh shit!
And then I was amazed, like how many people were like, wait, did you get an iPhone?
Yeah,
I'm like, how the hell could you tell I got an iPhone? And that's when I found out about the whole blue bubble versus green bubble. I was like, oh God.
Oh yeah.
And then it was like,
well, because that's one of the problems with iPhone is I don't know if they block messages from coming in from from Android, but they certainly sometimes it's hard to get receive messages.
Yeah,
so
it's just the way it's set up. But basically, it just came down to I used it for a while, didn't want to give up the Android. I'm like,
but that's why they have
one. Why not get the best of both worlds
in different countries? So WhatsApp, the WhatsApp.
Yeah,
are you on that?
I haven't been on that in a long
Okay,
time.
but anyway, that's like a massive, huge app across the world, but not here.
Well, no,
it's like iPhone.
It's
like
supposed to be the connection app between Android and iPhone users.
Right. And I do use that with certain Android people like Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think Ethan is like, hey, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this shit. Let's use the WhatsApp. I was like, all right. Okay, so anyway, all right. So I'm going to go through some. So let's go. So Android.
All right, and you're going over.
So basically, what I'm going to do, basically, I think I did just basically all pros on these. Okay, so the pros of Android, and you could agree or disagree. Okay, so better cameras.
Agree.
I remember at that concert, you zoomed in to, I don't know what it was, but you zoomed in and fucking people behind us were like, they were freaking their shit out because of how close you were. They were like, that is better than the screen that we could see on the side.
I'm just going to watch the concert from your phone.
That was crazy.
You look like you're front row.
And it was like clear. It was clear.
What is it? What color is this guitar pick?
And we were way the hell back there. That was that Foo Fighters concert, for me, was by far the most people I've ever seen at that venue. That was crazy. I couldn't believe how many people there were. Anyway, okay. This is one that I like. This is a big one for me because I hate Safari. But they use Google. Android uses Google, like their search engine, their photos, the Gmail, the maps. It's all integrated in the Google world.
All Google.
And I hate Safari. The first thing I do when I get if I get a new iPhone, download Google.
Yeah.
But they still don't like that. They've even switched it with the new updated thing.
Of course, it's all Apple just kind of Apple hates conforming.
It's so bad. I'm like, oh God, I wish these two phones, I wish these companies would get along.
Unite. and Apple.
All right. How about this one? Battery strength. What do you think? I know it's gotten better.
Yeah, that can vary just because there's so many variations of Androids. It all depends on where you fall, because sometimes because they have so much power, the battery life can sometimes be negatively affected. I would say iPhone has been pretty good with battery.
Okay.
Consistent battery life.
Okay. So you say there may be like pretty even.
Yeah.
Okay. And these are not, I didn't come up with these, by the way. I looked these up. I did some research on these. I really did my research on these and, came up. All right. So, how about this one? Android doesn't kill phone with new updates.
That used to be, that used to be true up until like around 2 or 3 years ago when Apple got in trouble for doing that. So
that is so crazy.
They had to extend their support.
Like if you didn't buy their new iPhone, they would start killing your batteries and like slowing down your phone. Like I remember my phone was like, I was like, wow, why is my phone so slow? And they had to fork out money for it, right?
Got in trouble for it, and so they had to extend the support. So now that's why some people can still hold on to the older iPhones.
See, that's kind of shit I hate about iPhone.
Well,
that's just shady.
That's foul.
How about this one? No constant storage issues and having to constantly buy more iCloud storage.
Sure, there's more variations when it comes to. Apple's gotten a little bit better as far as
I have to constantly buy, and I'm like, wait a minute, I just bought like a terabyte of iCloud, and they're like, sorry, you're full, you need more. And I'm like, what is this? And then with the Android, You could just put everything on the Google Photos and all that. Like I still do that right now.
Well, yeah, not only that, but what used to be great about Android is for the longest time, they kept expandable storage. So you could swap in and out little micro SD cards. And if you started filling it.
Do they still do that?
Some phones do. Samsung no longer does. So usually once Samsung, they've done that before where they took it away, then they brought it back. Now they've taken it away again.
Oh,
so
okay.
We'll see how long it lasts.
Okay. So that's what I had with that. Are there any more that you'd like to add to Android? Or do you want me to go over iPhone real quick and then you can?
I mean, Android pros, obviously customization. If you love like using different, like having a different home screen every day or just getting into anything and everything about the phone itself.
Anything and everything. That's pretty, wow. Okay.
Changing like some internal things, animations, and just the customization.
Okay. Let me go over iPhone and then you can give me kind of like your little review on these or comparisons or whatever you like better.
Yeah.
So iOS is apparently faster and smoother than Droid. I don't know. That's just what I read on several things.
Yeah, especially.
I don't know what that means. What does smoother mean? What is that? I don't know what that means. But
well, smoother can mean a variety of things. So like the refresh rates are faster on Androids than iPhones, but because Apple's new processing chip, now that they're developing their own, it can speed up, like your apps can open quicker. You can navigate from one app to another app sometimes a lot quicker than you can on Android.
Okay. iPhone doesn't reboot. Don't know what that means either.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what that means either.
Usually the only time people ran into that problem is when they would try to force like an update or...
Because I always have to update the iPhone. So, I mean, isn't that kind of like the same deal or is that different?
These would be like beta versions. So they could be like versions that haven't been officially released yet, but people get like an early copy. So then they try to install it. Or back in the day, how for iPhones were called jailbreaking.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Be rooting.
You never did that though. You never did that. I'm just joking.
Yeah. No, I've jailbroke a few iPhones.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But if you root it and messed up or got a bad, I
don't think that's what they're talking about though.
No.
Right? All right.
I would. That's the only thing I can think of if it's constantly rebooting is you get something wrong.
Now this one, I don't think this matters though. So one of them was FaceTime, and I'm like, everybody has like an app, you could use anything. You could use Messenger. You can use.
Well, yeah, there's all sorts of things.
It doesn't matter. I don't know. FaceTime isn't that much better than anything else. Right? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I
don't think so.
Because there's Google Duo, there's FaceTime, there's Zoom, there's.
Yeah, I don't think that matters. That doesn't matter. Blue messages, we already went over that.
Yeah, blue versus green, yeah.
Blue messages go right through. They're fantastic. I always know when Eric's messaging from the iPhone, it's fantastic. It's great. Thank you for doing that, by the way. Your sister and I appreciate that. Syncs up with all other devices in the Apple ecosystem. Yeah. You mentioned that, and that's the part. That's the part where
Android's still. They've come a long way, but they're still a little bit behind as far as seamless integration. Like doing something on your iPhone and then hopping right to it on your Mac or going to your iPad. It's still more seamless than a lot of the Android stuff out there right now.
Are you able to, AirDrop to different devices on with your phones?
The iPhone, well, yeah.
Not iPhone. The iPhone. That's what that's what I'm used to doing all the time.
Samsung has like a quick share or nearby share, which can be hit or miss.
Okay.
So
okay.
It's another thing. It's not as seamless as Apple. You just then there's apps that are supposed to work between Androids and Apple iPhones to kind of mirror the same type of thing, but those still don't work that great.
And then they have last but not least, which is, obviously it's not going to be least, but resale value. iPhones have a pretty high resale value when it comes to like reselling these phones. Apparently, again, this is not my list. I didn't make this up. I don't know any of it. Like, people don't come to me for this kind of information. They go to you. You're the techie guy. I'm not.
The majority of iPhones have always been had a more premium build. Again, certain things Android's gotten better. Obviously, like there's things that if you go directly to them, like Samsung, of course, they're gonna grade Samsung phones with a higher value than iPhone. If you go through Apple, they're gonna give you, bro. If you go directly with Apple, they still will offer you shit if you trade in an older iPhone. Like their resale value directly sucks, regardless of what phone you have. But if you go like eBay, OfferUp, iPhones generally do have a higher resale because there's only like that straight versions. Like there's the iPhone, the iPhone Pro.
Yeah.
Android, there's 100 different variations
right.
you can get. So
gotcha. Okay. So overall, so you're still an Android guy. I could tell you're an Android guy, but there are things that you like about the iPhone. There are things that you like about the iPhone.
I mean, I gotta say the messaging.
You like the blue messages? You like them? You like
the messaging is good.
The nasty green ones are just terrible. There's something wrong if you get you're like, wait, hey, let me get your number. You're like, you get a number and you're like, oh, you got a green bubble. Oh, okay. Or if your phone doesn't go through right away and then it comes in as like a text message, you're like, oh, it's a green, like there must be something horribly wrong here.
Yeah, no, the blue message. I will say Apple doesn't like if you're taking photos, sometimes Samsung and other Android companies will do a lot of after processing. Like their software will try to like automatically add a bunch of auto processing to it, so it may like brighten things up.
Weird, really,
or may oversaturate. Whereas iPhone is pretty straight, natural coloring.
Interesting.
But then iPhone, every time they come out with something, it's like this brand new invention.
That's what I always hear.
It's been around for years.
Yeah, like I hear you and like other people go, yeah, like they had that like 5 years ago. Like what are you guys talking about? Welcome to the club. Wow, crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, if it came down to where I could only use one, it would still be Android.
There you have it. So I still don't have any clue. I'm probably going to be an Apple guy for life.
Yeah, I think in order for you to
They got me like early on, man. Like all my stuff is Apple. It's hard.
If you got an Android phone and even for like a week tried it, I think that would be your toughest part is the navigation you'd probably struggle with a day or two just getting to everything, but just the fact that
Jen said that she tried one for like a couple of weeks and she's like, I can't do it. I'm going back. Yeah,
just the seamlessness of everything because you got a Mac, you got an Apple TV, got iPads. Now you just need some AirPods and you need the Mac Studio, which is the little desktop Mac.
Oh God, there's way too many Mac things. Yeah. All right. Well, all right, dude. Well, hey, is there anything else you'd like to add? Any other drinks you want to take, or what's this? What's this thing over here?
I'm glad you asked.
Oh God.
So,
again,
no. I know 100 episodes is a big deal, so we had you try the pumpkin spice.
We already did the pumpkin spice. Yeah.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa.
Yeah.
So to keep the theme going,
is this gonna give me a hangover, Eric? Why do you have 2 bottles of that?
Why have I ever given you a hangover before?
Yeah, you have.
No, I give you drinks. You give yourself a hangover. This is Scatterbrain Vanilla Cake Whiskey.
Ugh. You give me like these drinks that.
Hey, these are only $1.
I mean, Elton might like this.
Oh, of course.
All right. What is this? What is this called again? Is this like?
This is Scatterbrain vanilla cake whiskey. I almost bought some cookie dough whiskey.
I'm not going to drink this whole thing. I'll drink a sip of it.
Oh, that's disappointing. No, but this one will go out to Corey Feldman.
You need to.
I hope his performance.
I hope you could show your sweatshirt again, like to the. So amazing.
No, I think Corey's performance is going to be stellar. It's going to be.
I cannot wait for you to go that. And I'm
going to be melodic
pop rock.
Fuck yeah.
Oh God. I still might have to go to this. How much is this?
After
it's GA, right?
So
it's all GA.
Yeah.
Unless you want to get VIP seats.
Balcony. That's what's weird about that venue. So if you get
balcony or worse seats,
they have a balcony. The balcony's more expensive. It's further back. It's all the way.
It's terrible. You're way in the back.
And not only that, but it's more to sit down on the balcony than it is to stand on the balcony.
What a joke. Just lean on the railing in the front.
Yeah. So, but no, tickets are like $22 and then after fees.
So it's like 30 something.
It's $29.
$29. Oh man.
Come on. It's once in a lifetime.
See, like I met him like 10 years ago when he was doing a viewing party.
I remember the photo. He was already dressed up like Michael Jackson back then.
But he always is.
Yeah.
He's a weird dude. He's a weird guy. There's something wrong with him in the head. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get this over with. Let's get this over. This is to Corey Feldman?
Corey Feldman. If you're watching this, Feldman, I'll be there. Look for me.
If you're watching this, yeah. Okay. All right.
Look for me. I'll be in the front row.
Right. This is terrible. This is awful, Eric. Jesus. Where'd you get this? What's wrong with you?
Total Wine at the checkout line.
God. Oh, of course. Of course.
99 cents.
99 cents? Yeah. I could see that.
It stings the nostrils.
All right, Eric. Well, thanks for the drink.
So, yeah, how was your pumpkin spice? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
I mean, okay, so you're just talking about that kind of drink?
Yeah, just that drink.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You know, pumpkin-y, spicy. It's kind of like eggnog.
Yeah.
I could see someone putting that in like a coffee.
Oh, of course.
And I bet it would probably taste pretty good. Now, on its own,
would you go to Starbucks and order that?
Now, if it was that, if it had like 14% alcohol in it, maybe a little whipped cream in the top. You know, I'm not a big It's funny because I have stock in Starbucks, but I don't go to Starbucks, right? Once in a great while, I'll go to a Starbucks.
It's right down the street.
But if they added this,
all right,
that might be a game changer.
Hey, you never know.
People like getting fucked up before work.
Their lines would be even longer than they are now. People fucking love Starbucks.
People just like going around, like they get their drink and they go back around to order another one.
Yeah.
And they're like, and by the end of the day, everyone's like, I'll buy the guy's drink behind me.
Oh yeah, they're just paying it forward.
Yeah. Just like a big line of like, you know, people in a circle.
But yeah, no, if anybody's in there, and it's gluten free for all of those out there that need the gluten free. It's iced pumpkin spice spiked latte. They are not sponsoring this video, but
only Eric. I swear to you. All right. Okay.
No, and I walked into Total Wine, and I was just walking, and then I turned. I was like, I turned around the corner, then I took a step back. I was like, oh, spiked latte. I was like, oh, that looks cool. And I saw gingerbread. I was like, okay. So I grabbed it. Then I walk again. I look to my left, and there's pumpkin spice. I'm like, yep.
Gingerbread?
That's the one.
Oh, God, Eric, you need to stop with this. Just stop with all this.
You're welcome. Yeah. Like, just imagine how many things you wouldn't have tried if it wasn't for me.
Yeah. I mean,
you're welcome.
Yeah, I'd stick to, you know, the stuff that is gentle to my body, you know, like, you know, just
like jalapeno.
Ooh,
margarita.
Yes. That stuff's money. Stuff's money.
That is pretty good.
All right, Eric. Well, thanks again for coming on, buddy. It's always interesting when you come in here. It's like a freaking bar when you come in here.
I told you every time I come on here, I'm drinking these. They probably think I'm an alcoholic.
Oh, yeah, you're far from it. You are far from it.
Right?
Alcoholics, they have a problem. Eric has no
I
problem.
have zero problem. And I don't need a drink because I already got one.
All right. Well, hey, I hope everyone takes the time out to like, to comment, to subscribe. Just, it's not that hard. Just like, comment, subscribe. It's not that hard. Hey, listen, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. I'm just
if you want
suggesting
me to do a reverse Mohawk, comment melodic on YouTube.
All right, we're gonna leave it there, Eric. We're gonna leave it there. All right. Okay. Thanks again for coming on, buddy. All right.
Anytime.
For Erik Tapia, I'm Josh. And as always, thank you for being a friend.